Unit 12. Let's do an experiment. 1. Listen and read. المفردات المطلوبة في هذه الوحدة: competition, experiment, flute, peel, sink, ring, gently, heat, ink, purple, quality, slowly, enjoyable, hot air balloon, inflate, normal, observe, rise. Mr. Yusuf, if I put this coin in water, it sinks, but a ruler float. Why? Ali, the coin is made of metal, so it sinks. It's small and heavy. Kareem, the ruler is made of wood, so it floats. It's big, but it's light. Mr. Yusuf, that's right. Well done, boys. This week there's a school science competition. You must do an interesting experiment to find out about objects that sink or float. The prize is this science book. Ali, great, I love competitions. Kareem, me too. Layla, what happens if we put an orange in water? Ali, look, it floats. But what happens if we peel the orange? Does it still float? Layla, let's find out. Ali, if I put an orange in the water, it floats. But look, if I peel the orange, it sinks. Mr. Yusuf, why does this happen? Ali, the orange peel has air in it, but make the orange float. Mr. Yusuf, well done. Ali, you have won the competition. Here's your prize. Structure: 0 articles. الجملة الشرطية نوع 0. Type 0. يتحدث هذا النوع عن الحقائق إذا حدث الشرط، فإن نتيجته ستحدث حتما. نستخدم في الطرفين الشرط وجواب الشرط الفعل المضارع البسيط التصريف الأول. أشكال الفعل المضارع البسيط في جملة الشرط: إذا كان الفاعل مفرد نضيف إلى آخره s. If you heat metal it expands. فعل مضاف له s لأن الفاعل it مفرد. إذا سخنت المعدن ينفجر. إذا كان الفاعل جمع يكون مجرد من أي زيادة. If you study hard you get high marks. فعل مجرد لأن الفاعل جمع. لو تدرس بجد تحصل على درجات عالية. ملخص القاعدة: نضع F في بداية الجملة ثم الفاعل ثم فعل مضارع بسيط، وفي القسم الثاني يوجد الفاعل وفعل مضارع بسيط وتكملة الجملة. تمريننا الإضافي لنتدرب عليه: read and write. If Hussein sleep early he woke up early. Sleeps because Hussein is ماضي. حسين فاعل مفرد فلذلك أخذ الفعل s. If we go by plane we arrive in the morning. we فاعل جمع فarrive جاءت مجردة من أي زيادة. If I study well I get high mark. أيضا get جاءت مجردة من أي زيادة في فعلها المضارع وذلك لأن I يعتبر فاعل جمع. 2. Look and say. Flute. Sink. If you put metal in water, it sinks. Metal, wood. Glass, plastic, paper. If you put metal in water, it sinks. If you put wood in water, it floats. If you put glass in water, it sinks. If you put plastic in water, it floats. If you put paper in water, it floats. 3. Ask and answer. What happens if you put the coin in water? It sinks. What happens if you put the coins in water? It sinks. What happens if you put the boat in water? It floats. Question. What happens if you put the coin in water? A. It sinks. Question. What happens if you put the ball in water? It's float. Question. What happens if you put the crayon in water? It floats. What happens if you put the ring in water? It sinks. What happens if you put the boot in water? It floats. What happens if you put the car in water? It sinks. 4. Read and choose. What happens in the experiment? The balloon floats in the water. The balloon gets bigger. My favorite science experiment by Nader. What happens to air when it gets hotter? Try this science experiment at home and observe the results. It's enjoyable. You need a plastic bottle, a balloon, a bowl of hot water. 1. Put the balloon over the top of the bottle. 2. Put the bottle in the bowl of hot water. 3. Watch what happens. The balloon inflates. Why does it happen? If air gets warm, it rises. In this experiment, the warm air goes into the balloon and the balloon gets bigger. This is how hot air balloons work too. Five. Read again and answer. What do you need for the experiment? 2. Do you put the balloon in the bottle? 3. Do you put the bottle in a bowl of cold water? 4. Why does the balloon inflate? 5. How do hot air balloons work? What do you need for the experiment? You need a plastic bottle, a balloon, and a bowl of hot water. 1. You need a plastic bottle, a balloon, and a bowl of hot water. 2. No, you don't. You put the balloon over the top of the bottle. 3. No, you don't. You put it in a bowl of hot water. 4. The balloon inflates because the warm air goes into the balloon and rises. 5. Hot air balloons rise because the warm air inside the balloon rises. Carefully, slowly. 6. Listen and say. Mix the colors carefully. Heat the water slowly. 7. Listen and choose. What is the experiment about? 8. Listen again and order the pictures. 1A, 2C, 3F, 4B, 5D, 6E.